Hey everybody, I hope by now you've heard about the new legislation coming out of Montreal, Quebec, stating that pit bulls are illegal. Now there's been an international outcry against this. The SPCA in Quebec have actually instituted legal action to block this ban, as well as the Quebec Association of Veterinarians has told its members that you don't have to euthanize any animal if you don't want to. And even Cyndi Lauper, the great Cyndi Lauper, has stated that this is a sad day for Montreal. And this legislation's idiotic. I mean, what the heck is a pit bull? Yes, this is a pit bull, and this is a pit bull, and this is a pit bull, and even this is a pit bull. But the legislation goes even further, stating that any pit bull type dog can be euthanized. And who gets to decide? I mean, seriously, is this a pit bull or is this an ugly boxer? Is this a pit bull or is this a Boston Terrier mixed with a Labrador Retriever? And any time that we breed a British Bulldog to anything else, do we call that a pit bull or are we going to call it what it is, a bull shih tzu? So here's the thing. The pit bull is just one in a long line of dogs that were supposed to be dangerous. Heck, when I was a kid, it wasn't the pit bull, it was the German Shepherd we were afraid of. We thought they looked like this. Nowadays, people think they look like this. And then in the late 70s, a guy with a mustache convinced the entire world that the Doberman Pinscher was the dog to be terrified of. And then in the 80s, there was a short period of time where the Dog de Bordeaux was the scary dog of choice. But then people quickly realized they don't look like this, they look like this. And then in the late 80s, the pit bull came on the scene. And they've been kind of the boogie dog of the last 15, 20 years. But you know what? Montreal's even behind the times. Nowadays, the pit bull is not the go-to dog for aggression. No, that is the Argentina Dogo and Cane Corso. And guess what? They're not even covered by this stupid ban. Now, the Montreal government likes to trot out the statistics that 4.6% of dogs in Montreal are pit bulls, and yet they account for 32% of the bites. Well, guess what? I've been a veterinarian for 16 years, and we have a policy here at Tutu Animal Hospital that the only person allowed to get bit is me. So let's do a trot down memory lane to look at the statistics of my scars. So let's see. Cat bite, dachshund, snapping turtle, rabbit, dead whale, it's a long story, Labrador Retriever, sword fight, yeah, in hindsight dressing as a fencer during Halloween was not a wise decision. Australian Shepherd, rabbit again, and Shiba Inu. So out of 10 scars, 0 are from pit bulls, and 20% are from rabbits. So statistics have proven that we should be banning rabbits. So why are we so scared of pit bulls? I think it's got to do with the ears. For years we've been cropping them to look like this. And by the way, it is so unethical, so immoral. I don't understand why anyone would do it. But honestly, I don't think of this as something scary. When I see these ears, I tend to think of this guy, or this guy, or sometimes this guy, but in all fairness, he is badass. So what should we do about this idiotic ban? Look, they're being banned because of a stereotype, and the stereotype being that these are mean, vicious killing machines, when in fact, those of us that actually work with the breed know them as loving family pets. So here's what I'd like to do. I'd like it so that anytime somebody thinks about a pit bull, in their head they don't see this image, they see this one. That's right, pink tutus for pit bulls. But Adrian, that's sexist. Yeah, that's kind of the point. Because here's the thing, the dog doesn't care if it's wearing a pink tutu. Do you know who would care? Oh, those young guys who get these dogs because they want to look tough. Well, it's kind of hard to look tough in a pink tutu, though The Rock does pull it off, by the way. So, in support of the Pitbulls of Montreal, I, Dr. Adrian Walton of Tutu Animal Hospital, I'm going to spend the next week wearing this. So please, consider signing the petition to block this ban, and in the meantime, thank you, Cyndi Lauper, for your support. Oh, pit bulls just want to have fun. Yeah, pit bulls just want to have